Good afternoon, those on YouTube and Twitch. This stream will begin in just a moment. I want to let you know that I am getting everything ready so that when I hit the switch, we'll be going live. So thank you guys. I will see you in just a moment. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So, what's changed? What's new? What have I started? What have I changed from last week? With everything that's been going on, with everything that I've been learning, to say I haven't changed is both true and false. There's a lot that I've been applying, there's a lot that I've been studying. My mindset, my knowledge has changed. Personally, have I applied those things that I'm learning? No. Not all of them. I have been applying a few, but that's where I need to work on applying everything. For example, one important aspect that I've learned is that on Instagram, if you have music playing in the background for your other streaming devices or your other streaming platforms, Instagram will mute you after you upload it. That's a very important aspect I learned last week. Now, this week, what's changed? Yesterday, I had a very wonderful conversation. At the time, I may have been upset, flustered, or contemplating a lot of things. A lot of various thoughts that I've had come through during this last week. And I finally asked the questions that needed to be asked so that I can improve both my personal growth and my understanding. The things that we talked about were my inconsistency, my, I don't know the right word for it, not being able to stand up for myself when the time is necessary, and wavering dedication. So, a lot of the stuff that I've learned, a lot of the topics that I've been going through, they're the topics that I have been going through. It's about promoting yourself, standing up for yourself. And this is where I say I haven't been standing up for myself. That knowledge that I have not been applying. Should I be applying it more? Yes, of course. It's something that is necessary. My inconsistency derives from not writing my plans out, just saying them out loud or typing them in a phone and not writing them out in paper. The reason I've grown more and more curious and what's the word? Gung ho about writing stuff down on paper is that it does create new links. It does create new neural paths so that you remember it, you can recall it quicker, and it's there in your mind. So last night, after the conversation, I didn't stream yesterday because I was writing all this out. I finally sat down for an hour and just wrote it out. So with that being said, write down your goals. The parts of you that you want to change, write them down. Because until you write them down, they're just thoughts. They're not actions. As you write it down, ask yourself questions. Goes back to what I was saying last week about questioning every step. Question yourself. What do I need to change? How can I change it? When can I start? What do I have to do differently? Stuff like that. As you're writing questions like that, so that as you're writing these down, you're able to apply it. You're able to remember it. So, my inconsistency, the solutions that I came up with were just a list of things that I could start on this week, like shaving daily. Um, what were a couple other? Hang on here. Because the way I write is a little different. I write down what my problems are, the problems that I need to overcome, and then I start asking myself questions and coming up with a plan. Yes, goals that are written down are 40% more likely to be achieved. That's actually the quote that I was looking for. So thank you for putting that up in the comments. I do appreciate that. So, one goal that I started off pretty strong with today was wake up at 9 a.m. So far, that's achieved. That's done. Run for an hour plus, shave every day, study something, which helps me develop in which helps me develop in those areas that I just described. I don't know why I'm blanking on words. Stay off of social media as often as I can. That last one is very important. Now, for those that have a social media addiction, for TikTok, for Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, mind numbing social media is what that is called. Because you're wasting time, you're wasting hours of your day. It could be, say, 5 minutes that you spend watching something on YouTube. The reels and the shorts, they're 30 seconds to, I think, 45 seconds is the longest on YouTube. So you're just scrolling through them, creating ADHD or ADD, where your attention is drawn to something for a short amount of time and then you skip to the next. For a lot of people, there are short bursts of, say, something interesting, something that's eye-catching, that'll catch your attention within a second. And your attention is held until you've scrolled past for, say, an hour, 10, 20 minutes. And you've wasted that 10, 20 minutes looking through TikTok, looking at YouTube. Yes, the debate could also be on the other hand, where as you're scrolling through, you're learning stuff. You're learning a new skill, you're learning a new technique. But how often are you learning? How often are you watching that? How often are you applying what you've learned from that TikTok or that YouTube? For me, it's not very often. And I was explaining it to somebody today. I've actually been explaining it to a lot of people recently. I try not to spend a lot of time on social media unless it's promoting what I'm doing, promoting motivational, inspirational ideas or thoughts, and getting myself out there so that I can become more comfortable with who I am, what I'm doing, my goals, my achievements, promoting what I need so that I can learn how to do something new or do something else, if that makes sense. Well, hopefully it makes sense because it made sense to me. But that's the thing about social media. It will catch you in its trap. You will find out that you're wasting more time watching these videos that aren't promoting good health, that aren't promoting well-being. It's gaming montages. It's people cooking without sharing the recipe. They're just cooking to cook. They're eating. They're look. You could say You could say one thing. You could look for one thing on social media, and you'll get that result. You'll end up getting 5 or 6 videos that don't have anything to do with that topic you're looking for. But because their title, the way they're laid out, you're drawn into it. So this week, my goal is to stay off social media unless it's to do this: promote motivational, inspirational quotes, ideas, business topics that will help people get motivated to either start their business, improve in their business where they're at. Yes, I am going to start working on improving where I'm at, even though my body isn't shifting from waking up early to waking up late and staying up late. I'm still very much so an early riser, and it doesn't work when you're working until about 1:30 in the evening to wake up at, say, 4. So I'm working around those different struggles so that I can become better, become more efficient, become more focused. So with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. 11 minutes in. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate all the views. I do appreciate all the comments that I get. I learned something new today on Instagram, which I will be testing out later down the road. A few things, actually. And we'll see how well it goes. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Yes, that is a... Yes, I am trying to say don't be on social media. Do not be on social media to waste time. Be intentional about your choices. Yes, that is what I was trying to get across. So thank you. So again, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate everything. I will catch you guys tomorrow at 1:30, and we'll go from there. You guys have a fantastic day. I am going to try and post a couple more pictures or something. So stay tuned for that. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.